I feel like as a fan of something, the bigger it gets, the more you start to realize that maybe you aren't the target audience anymore. I know that sounds really dark, but hear me out. Let me explain. With Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl out now, and me putting about maybe 30 hours into the game at this point, I honestly figured out something about these games that made me realize something about myself, and made me think about the state of the Pokemon fan base, all the older and mature Pokemon fans like me. You know, it's weird. Let me just say, if you're a casual and a new person to Sinnoh, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are amazing games to get, especially if you're a casual Pokemon fan that just loves to press A, loves to show progression, just play the game and just have your fun, and then you leave it alone for the next couple of years until you come back, you're fine. But as a veteran player who has put time into plenty of other Pokemon games, and I'm pretty sure everybody else who likes to breed their Pokemon, shiny hunt, do competitive battles, all that extra stuff, these games leave a lot to be desired, honestly. If anybody cares, my personal rating is about maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. These aren't too special, but these aren't bad at all. These are not bad Pokemon games. Don't listen to anybody. This video is not about them being bad Pokemon games. This is about me realizing something about myself and me sharing it, you know? But before we get into this, let me go ahead and give you a backstory on how I got into Pokemon, obviously. And if you care about this, let me know in the comment section below how you got into Pokemon and where your excitement for this series kind of stopped, and or when did it kind of start to change as the series went on. Let's get into it. So I'm from the streets of Chicago, and unfortunately, Pokemon growing up was not the cool thing to play and the cool thing to do when you were out in the streets of Chicago. It was one of those things where we looked at, people that played Pokemon as a nerd or whatever. And for me, I was a follower back then. I used to follow this one guy named Rollo, and he actually got me into Pokemon. He had Pokemon Blue. I remember watching one of the gang members play Pokemon Blue, and it was oh my God, these cool people that I look up to are playing Pokemon. What is Pokemon about? And he actually ended up giving me his Pokemon Blue copy, and I played it. And at that moment, I feel like I played it. I just fell in love. I fell in love with the series. Then as I got older, I started to really start to ask my mom to buy me Pokemon games for Christmas. And I remember one time my little brother had got a seizure, and I remember he went to the hospital and he came back, and because he stole the Pokemon Coliseum copy. And it was so funny. I was like, why did you do that? He was like, cause it's Pokemon Coliseum. I love Pokemon. What do you mean? And I just was like, oh my God. And it was such a fun experience. Pokemon has played such a big, humongous part of my life, especially now as a content creator who has maybe 2,500 videos on this franchise. Whether good or bad, it doesn't matter. But I love this series to death. It's just one of those things where I'm starting to realize that maybe I'm not the target audience anymore, and that is okay. I think when it comes to Pokemon remakes, I think that Pokemon remakes are a great way of bringing new people into the old world. And I feel like they keep doing this thing where it's not all the way quality as their last work. You know if that makes any sense? Pokemon Red and Blue are bad games, but Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green makes them more enjoyable. Ruby and Sapphire are okay games, but Emerald is just better, and Ruby and Sapphire kind of sit there in the background. But with Oris having all the new 6th gen mechanics and looking amazing and having a lot of content in them, those games are probably the best Pokemon games if we're talking content-filled games. Heart Gold and Soul Silver made Johto at least more playable, because I think Johto is really bad, especially now with how many people are starting to realize there's a lot of flaws in that generation. But the remakes always make the games more enjoyable. I think back to after I got done playing Oris on my YouTube channel, when I was like, oh my God, if these are the quality that they're coming with these Pokemon remakes, I cannot wait until Generation 4 remakes. If you're a fan of my channel, you know that I remember playing every single playthrough. I always talked about when the Gen 4 remakes get announced, I'm gonna be on my, I don't know, the Black Tyranitar 2, back when he was uploading fake spoilers and leaks, or I'm about to be on my Verlisify, where he was clickbaiting crazy. And I was that devoted to the series and not devoted to the generation, because this was my favorite generation. Despite all the critique from people, I always had a humongous fondness over this generation, specifically for something I just cannot tell you why. Until now. I'ma just say this, I did not like Sword and Shield. I enjoyed it the first playthrough, but after that, I kind of realized what I was playing, and I just did not like it at all. I haven't played the game in a while, and that's just a good thing for me personally. I didn't like the games at all, but it made me realize that since Sword and Shield, the fandom has been so divided in terms of like what Game Freak and what the Pokemon Company has been putting out recently, and it made me realize that they're doing something different than appealing to the fans that have been there this entire time. And that's okay. I mean, listen, the proof is in the pudding. Them catering to kids have brought in bigger sales than it's ever been. Sword and Shield is on pace to outsell like hella Pokemon games, and I'm sure Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are going to outsell all their older games as well. Listen, this works. It works. Appealing to the kids works. But as a fan that plays like multiple RPGs and multiple video games outside of Pokemon, it's damn near like, wow, like Pokemon's kind of going backwards in a sense. While also trying to play catch up to these other Japanese RPGs, it's kind of, I don't know, it's a weird little matrix thing, but I do think them appealing to kids is the #1 reason why I just don't like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as much as I thought I was going to. Now, these games are made by ILCA or something like that. I don't remember how you say their names. It's like Ilka or something like that. I don't remember, but who cares, right? So this isn't Game Freak at all. But if you look at the other games that Ilka has helped develop and make, it's kind of like what happened, you know? These games are too faithful to the Diamond and Pearl games to the point where they damn near carry on the boring aesthetic that people talk about now when it comes to Diamond and Pearl. The best thing about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is honestly the underground. They put more effort into the underground and the online connection things than anything else. There's so many things locked behind the after game and the national decks that it's kind of just like, damn, like what happened to the game? It makes me wish that, you know, they took the Heart Gold and Soul Silver approach where they basically put Pokemon Crystal and fused it with Gold and Silver and gave you that, or they went with the whole Oris, you know, treatment and gave us Diamond and Pearl, but in a more like, I guess, modern style of gameplay. This is like literally the exact same game, just in 3D. It looks like Link's Awakening, you know? Even the Void glitch is back in this game, funny enough, and it's very funny how this entire thing is still here, but this game was made from the ground up entirely, right? But playing this game made me realize that I do not like 4th gen as much as I thought I did as a kid. Nostalgia blinds us of a lot of things, and what this reminded me was I really enjoyed Platinum. I got Diamond and Pearl first, my brother got Pearl, I got Diamond, and we beat the games and we went through the action replay stuff. We literally hacked everything, battled online, all that extra good stuff. But when we got Platinum and we started to play Platinum a lot more, that's when my love for the Sinnoh region started to kind of like really become a thing, and I started to really become addicted to the game. In my eyes, right? A region where, you know, you have the creator god Pokemon, you have these deity Pokemon. These aren't legendary Pokemon, these are gods. Palkia, Dialga, Arceus, Giratina, as to some extent, these are god Pokemon, right? These are like, in theory and in potential wise, these are like the holy grail of legendary Pokemon. And it's one of those things where in my eyes and in my head canon, me as a Pokemon fan, I have so much nostalgia to the potential of Sinnoh that I let that dilute, or I let that like pollute what actually is Diamond and Pearl. And it made me realize that I only like Platinum from Generation 4. Now you're gonna ask, oh, what about Heart Gold and Soul Silver? That's not what this is about. That's a 2nd gen, 4th gen game. Then I'm talking about actual Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, these games. These 3 games are Sinnoh. And Diamond and Pearl I haven't played in like 15, 20 years, so I can't even tell you if these games have held up as well as I think they have in my mind. But I remember playing through Platinum so many times that I'm gonna assume that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was gonna be Platinum content because of the many little hints and like differences between versions and whatnot. It was weird. Then we actually got the game and it was like, oh my god, there isn't a lot of Platinum things at all. They even locked behind the Rotom in the after game. And that is the problem with Pokemon for me, is I fall in love with the potential instead of the final product. Like Sun and Moon were great games in theory. They have the best story in Pokemon franchise. Sun and Moon is great, but Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Moon, kind of messed up everything Sun and Moon tried to establish. And then, but in theory, if you keep to just what Sun and Moon was trying to do, it's like, wow, this game could have been amazing. But that's the problem. I fall in love with the what could have been and not what we got, because what we got in Sun and Moon was a humongous, laggy, was a slowed handheld experience. And then in Usum, we got like a faster handheld experience, but still a handheld slow experience nonetheless. Diamond and Pearl and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are no different, where we have these games that, you know, in theory could have been amazing. We're dealing with actual god Pokemon. We have somebody who's trying to restart the universe and create their own. We have this jaded individual who's trying to do that. And then we have this team that doesn't even know what they're doing. They're like blindly following their guy. I honestly thought Looker was gonna be in this game. He is nowhere in this game at all. And then with the introduction of timelines and like weird universes in the Pokemon now, it begs to question, like, are we in the same universe as Sword and Shield? Are we in the same universe as the Mega Evolution? Are we in a whole new universe? Pokemon got away with being able to release these weird products only because of the whole timeline thing and people that are invested into that. Because unless people, I found out today actually that a lot of people don't really read the dialogue. And me, I read through a lot of the Pokemon lore, a lot like the books and like little hidden entries and whatnot. And it made me realize that, yeah, I do fall in love with the potential of these series. And in my mind, I keep thinking of this could change Pokemon, this can make it better for everybody else. But at the same time, I fail to realize and I fail to accept that maybe I'm not the target audience for Pokemon. Pokemon is targeted for children. Even though I'm a veteran and I'm an old player, I have to accept that Pokemon is tailored to children. And if Pokemon is gonna give me what I want, I should go somewhere else. I should go to other gaming franchises and have fun with that. You know, a lot of people bought Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and thought they were gonna be hard for some reason when they could have just bought Shin Megami Tensei 5 or Octopath Traveler or Next Pokemon Extinction and had a better Pokemon experience as a veteran player. But these are not that. These are for the new people. These are for the new kids. These are for the kids that didn't get to play Diamond and Pearl. These are for the kids that were babies when Diamond and Pearl came out. These are for them, and I have to, as a fan, as an older fan, and as a person who honestly doesn't have the time to sit here and argue with random people online about like their likes and dislikes or whatever, I have to accept that Pokemon is not tailored towards me, and that is okay, because as a fan, I'm still going to enjoy the games they give me. I know a lot of people like to sit here and throw the word chill around and, oh, you Game Freaks paying you off. I wish they paid me off first and foremost, but listen, at some point you have to learn to give up. I get it at some point, oh, be vocal, but I think they've made it abundantly clear that you being vocal means absolutely nothing when the last 3 years have been nothing but radio silence on their new game promotion until the last 2 weeks, and then before then ignoring every trending topic regarding these games. Come on, I think now it's safe to say that they do not care about the audience and their critique and their feedback and whatnot. Should you be quiet now? No, but at the same time, I feel like going as hard and sending death threats to people is a little extreme over a Pokemon game. You see what I'm saying? But that's it. That's my little, like, you know, head. That's just me talking. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about, you know, everything that I said. What do you guys do? Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Why? Let me know. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and have a happy holidays. Oh my God, am I okay? Jesus. Bye, y'all.